Alright everyone, it is Finn here and welcome back to another African Cup of Nations video, where today we're going to be talking about why AFCON 2024 will be a must-watch competition, even if you're not from Africa. And I can say wholeheartedly that AFCON 2024 has potential to be the best installment of the competition to date.
Boom.
I mean, looking at African football at the moment, we can say some of the best African footballers in the world at the moment, or some of the best footballers in the world at the moment, are from Africa. Whether it be Victor Osimhen, Mo Salah, Sebastian Haller, the list is endless. And of course, along with that, we've seen a major growth in African football over the last few years. Namely to mention Morocco at the 2022 World Cup, becoming the first ever African nation to reach the semi-final of the World Cup.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
So of course today we're going to be talking about African football and why AFCON 2024 could be so exciting. But of course, whether you're a huge fan of African football or whether you're brand new to it, which of course, hi, welcome, it's pretty awesome here. Looking forward to take your African football virginity.
I don't know. I think that's a bit dodgy, mate.
I hope that you guys do enjoy the video, and whoever you are, don't forget to subscribe, as I would love to reach 10,000 subscribers before the competition even begins. But of course, looking at reason number one, and what I believe to be the main reason to watch AFCON 2024, is if you look at FIFA's rankings in terms of where every nation in world football is ranked at the moment. As we know, 24 teams are eligible to qualify to go to Ivory Coast next year, and looking at the 24 best ranked African nations in world football at the moment, 23 of those nations have already qualified or can still qualify, with one round of the qualifiers still left obviously for the competition so far, which I know obviously you guys probably think, Finn, obviously the best teams will qualify for the competition, but what this does mean is that no major teams are missing out. No Nigeria missing out, no Cameroon missing out, no Morocco missing out. None of these top nations will miss out, which means that if you watch AFCON 2024 you will see the best of the best from Africa. In fact, out of the 24 best rated African nations, the only one not to be there is Kenya, and the only reason they're not going to qualify is because they were disqualified from the competition.
Naughty, naughty.
So truly watching AFCON 2024, you will see the best of the best. And of course, jumping into just some of the nations, which is essentially what we're going to be talking about this video. We're going to be looking at lots of the nations that have already qualified and why it's going to be so competitive. And of course, starting off with Nigeria, the Super Eagles. As you know, after maybe Harry Kane, Karim Benzema and one or two other strikers like Erling Haaland, Victor Osimhen has without a doubt been one of the best strikers in Europe this season. Obviously winning the Golden Boot in the Italian Serie A, and he will be heading the line for Nigeria. As we know, they've got a lot of attacking qualities at the moment, and even defensively, they've shut out a lot of teams in recent history, and heading into this competition, although they didn't do well in the last installment, they will be strong favourites to cause a big upset here. And I think a lot of people really truly back Nigeria to go all the way. You've also got teams like Egypt, who although aren't the most exciting team on paper. As we know, Mo Salah, the Egyptian king up front, multiple Premier League Golden Boot winner, and as we know, Egypt reaching the final of the previous AFCON, and along with that, winning more AFCON competitions than any other team in the history of the competition. Obviously, you've also got the likes of Algeria, who, as we know, won it in 2019. They've got Riyad Mahrez up front, absolute beast. And of course, along with that, they are the only team in the AFCON qualifiers with the perfect record, with 5 wins from 5 games.
Hey, that's pretty good.
They've also introduced the likes of Our, really showing that African teams do have that pull at the moment to bring in big talent and really improve their squads. You've also got the likes of Zambia and Ivory Coast. Obviously, they were in the same group with each other. Ivory Coast, although, would have automatically qualified for their own country's AFCON competition.
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius!
Both teams, both previous AFCON winners, have already qualified for the competition. You've also got the likes of Tunisia, who maybe to the Europeans out there or to the North Americans,
So there's still racialism.
won't understand how big Tunisia is. But as we know, a few years ago, they won the Caribbean Cup, and at the 2022 World Cup, they took down France, who many people believe to be the best nation in world football. Tunisia is not a team to sleep on, and they could cause a real upset. You've also got the likes of South Africa, who maybe it's just my South African biasness, my own nation going to the competition. But of course, in a qualifier group with Morocco, they ended up beating Morocco 2-1 and ended up topping the group, showing that there are no favourites in Africa and absolutely anyone can win it. I mean, obviously Morocco didn't have their best players in that game. They didn't have the likes of Amrabat, Bono and one or two others. But to still have Ziyech and Hakimi, and for Africa or South Africa to still get a victory there, shows how much competition is going to Ivory Coast. You've also got the likes of Morocco, who, as I said, obviously made semi-finals of the previous World Cup and have some of the best players in world football in every position. You also have the likes of Senegal, who were obviously the previous AFCON winners, and you can never sleep on the previous winners of the competition. No, they didn't do exceptionally well at the 2022 World Cup, but Sadio did pick up an injury. But as we know, with Jackson up front, they do have more attacking options. Also with the likes of Dia as a striker option, who is up there with some of Italy's top strikers at the moment. I think looking at Senegal, once again, although they won it last time around, they could still have a serious threat of winning it this time as well. I mean, those are teams that have already qualified for the competition. And looking at some of the teams that can still qualify with one round of the qualifiers still left, you've got the DRC, who are making a serious return in African football at the moment.
I'm back.
You've got the likes of Cameroon, who, as we know, beat Brazil at the 2022 World Cup, even without Andre Onana, one of the best goalkeepers in world football at the moment, between the posts. Ever since he left the national team, Cameroon are still doing an absolutely brilliant job. You've got the likes of Ghana, who, as we know, are on a serious rebuild at the moment, from bringing in Chris Hughton as a coach. As we know, they've brought in a lot of top talent, whether it be the likes of Salisu, Lamptey, one or two other brilliant players to their squad, and Aki Williams. Ghana are on a serious rebuild and could take the competition here. I mean, amongst some of the teams I've just mentioned, I mean, I haven't even mentioned the likes of Burkina Faso, Mali, Cape Verde, you've got Guinea, Gabon, Uganda, Benin, Equatorial Guinea. All of the top 4 ranked African nations in world football at the moment have the ability to cause a serious threat in this competition, and absolutely no team deserves to be slept on, which, as I said, if I had to pick a winner myself, I genuinely don't think I could at this point. Obviously, once all teams have qualified, I will give you guys my AFCON group stage predictions. But as I said, in this point in time, I genuinely can't believe how much top quality there is in Africa. I mean, I mentioned earlier the likes of Mo Salah, who even on a bad season got more than 30 goal contributions in the Premier League. Victor Osimhen absolutely took Italy by storm and could move to Man United or Chelsea for £100 million. As I said, Sebastian Haller beating cancer and really making a return to the likes of Borussia Dortmund. There are some top quality players in Africa at the moment playing in Europe that could cause an upset here. As I said, guys, I hope that you did enjoy this video. I know it's not the longest video out there, but I just wanted to give you guys a bit of information to all the African viewers out there and non-African viewers who would like to get into African football, why this competition will be an absolute must. As I said, it's going to be so exciting. I'm especially excited as a South African even, knowing how much competition there is out there. I mean, whether we'll win it, I'm still kind of judging that because of how much scary competition there is. But as I said, absolutely anyone can win it. Guys, I hope that you did enjoy this video. As I said, do make sure to like the video down below with 24 teams qualifying. If we could get 24 likes on this video, that would be awesome. Along with subscribing down below. As I said, 10,000 subscribers right around the corner. But as I said, there is so much quality in African football, and I cannot wait for it. Guys, this has been Finn, FYNN. I'll see you all very, very soon. Cheers. Bye.